Well, I Anonymous as a concept is actually very brilliant, and it has tremendous potential far beyond Scientology for doing real good and making real changes in the world. It also, because of its anonymity, it's extremely easy for bad hats to get involved to do evil. So anonymity itself is a neutral concept. It can be used for good, it can be used for evil. The people that I know, that I've met personally and individually, have been some of the best people I know. They have real genius, they have good hearts, they have great ideas, they're a lot of fun to be with. I feel very close to the Anonymous people. That's the anonymous cell or group in Vancouver. They call themselves Anonymous. And they have made it possible for me to be safe in protesting Scientology. So whenever possible, I have joined their monthly protests in Vancouver ever since 2008, and it's a lot of fun. What they have done all over, Anons all over, it's like having thousands more pairs of eyes to keep an eye on Scientology. And I have trouble with some of the things that have been done in the name of Anonymous, but I think that Anonymous people themselves have the same trouble with the same things that have been done using anonymity to do bad things. But I support those guys, and they support me, and I love hanging out with them. They are not what Scientology claims. I object strenuously to Scientology's characterization of them as terrorists. It is simply not true. And even like here, the anonymous people who have gathered here on this weekend in Dublin have been just fantastic. They've been extremely well behaved. They've been fun-loving. They've been supportive, and they bring tremendous energy, and they represent, as far as I'm concerned, I'm 65 now, so, my generation is like passé. So they really are a core of the next generation and the people that we have to depend on. Their ideas are going to be the ideas that are going to be in society, and they recognize the same societal problems and dangers that I've recognized for years, and they have their way of dealing with it. I really don't have the luxury of anonymity. I'm not anonymous, but they need to have people like me in order to even exist, because if Scientology did not produce victims, there would be no need for Anonymous to do any of the things that it does. Victims like me are the reason for Anonymous to fight Scientology. So we have a very symbiotic relationship, and I think a great relationship. And I look forward every month to protesting with them, and I've protested with anonymous people, in Germany and in Canada, and I'm not sure if other places, but I've done a number of protests around the world, and they're always fun, they're always creative, and good people.